am back for more questions to save you in your coffee adventures. It is not possible to make espresso without an espresso machine because you also, for instance, cannot make a French press without using a French press. You cannot make an AeroPress without an AeroPress. You cannot make a Chemex without a Chemex. That being said, you can use whatever coffee you want in any of those. It might. It kind of depends on what you like in your Americanos and what you like in your lattes. For instance, I think our FTO espresso works beautifully with milk. So like a latte and FTO could be best friends. However, I don't want an FTO in my Americano. For an Americano, I would choose something like our Bell espresso. I think it's just a little bit more kind of brandy and fruit notes that I think that I want to enjoy when I'm just mixing it with some water and that I want to experience. So yes, do you have to though? Absolutely not. I've got an espresso machine that I put whatever beans I'm grabbing from the store into it, whatever espresso beans, and my husband and I vary between milk and drinks and Americano drinks. So you don't have to, but yes, you can. You definitely can. It just might not be as good as something that was labeled for espresso. So for instance, if you walk into Klatch and you buy a bag of Kenya and you go home and put it in your espresso machine, you might find it to be like a little sour, not quite as sweet as you want it to be because it wasn't really roasted for espresso. We definitely treat coffees for espresso that we intend for espresso slightly differently than we do for drip roast. And for me, that kind of goes with a lot of coffees. Even if you look at brewing methods out there, if I have a specific brewing method, like if I'm using a French press, I might go towards one type of coffee that would be very different than if I was brewing with a Chemex, or very different than if I was brewing with a V60. Now, can you brew any coffee on any of those? Absolutely, totally. Go to your heart's desire. But do some work better? Yes, and that's the key with espresso. No, it is not normal. That's like saying when I make steak at home, it has a burnt taste. Stop burning it. So you're either one, buying burnt beans, or you're just over extracting it. And you can be over extracting it because you're putting too much water through it, or you're not using enough coffee initially. Remember, lots of coffee. Thank you so much for all those questions. Keep them coming, put them in the comments below, and we will be back to answer them again.